Welcome to Aboriginal Art in America, a podcast where each week we spend a few minutes with a work by an Indigenous Australian artist. I'm joined today by Margot Smith, director of the Kluge-Ruhe Aboriginal Art Collection, and Henry Skerritt, who is the curator at Kluge-Ruhe. Today, we are actually visiting the Kluge-Ruhe to talk about their current exhibition celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Papunya Tula Art Center. If you haven't already, check out our previous episode introducing the exhibit and Papunya Tula. So, I know you all are in constant communication with Aboriginal artists and art centers in Australia. How do your conversations with artists influence the curatorial decisions that you make?
Well, in this case, to do this exhibition, we really had to work with someone in Australia who was able to go out and talk to artists and their descendants. So we'll have in the publication that's coming later this year, images, photographic images that have never been seen of artists at work, that have been sent to us by many different people who've worked at different times with Papunya Tula artists. And then really exciting takes on what this artwork has meant to different people. Hetty Perkins is a really notable curator in Australia. Cara Pinchback as well has done some extraordinary work with women artists from Papunya Tula artists. And we even have a contribution by Steve Martin, who's a collector and otherwise, known as a comedian. But, in a normal year, that would have been done by Henry Skerritt, our curator. COVID really changed everything for us in terms of the landscape of what we would do to consult with the artists. But we were really lucky because the people that we've been able to pull into this project in Australia and here in the US, experts on this artwork and artists themselves have just generated so much new knowledge about the work. But people are very excited to know that there is this, this location that's like a home away from home in a sense. But, it's the location that has such a concentration and care for Indigenous art. It's like feeling at home.
And, one of the things that really comes across in the catalogue with all of the artists and descendants who were interviewed for this project and who contributed, there was a huge enthusiasm about the fact that it was in America. Joseph Jarrah, who wrote a preface for the book, when he was shown this picture, the first thing he said was, "I know that one. That's the one in America." He was really proud that his paintings had gone all the way to America. So I think that sense of pride. I think the other thing that is really great with this project, and I think that the artists at Papunya Tula artists recognise, is America's played a really big part in their history. I said before, that Carper was commissioned for a touring exhibition in the USA, and this painting by Uda Jungler that's in this room was commissioned for a touring exhibition in Canada. And, people like Clifford Possum, Michael Nelson, they had such a big impact in America that this story is really connected. This story with John Kluge and John Wilkerson and now Steve Martin, it's part of a really special international dialogue that I think these artists are aware of. I think they're aware of America as a power center for Papunya Tula artists, and a lot of them have come. Bobby West has come, Joseph Jarrah has come, Michael Nelson famously come. A lot of these artists have been to the USA, so they know they know that the works are respected and admired here.
Find out more at kluge-ruhe.org. Aboriginal Art in America is a production of the University of Virginia and a member of the Virginia Audio Collective. Listen and subscribe at virginiaaudio.org.